A major shift in gun laws begins today here in Florida. For the first time in decades, legal gun owners can now openly carry firearms in public.
Yeah, this change follows a court ruling earlier this month that struck down the state's long-standing open carry ban. Let's get you right out to Tampa Bay 28 reporter Keely McCormick, who joins us live this morning from Tampa with details on what this means for all of us. Keely, good morning.
Hey, good morning. This ruling marks a major turning point in Florida's approach to gun laws. Starting today, licensed gun owners can openly carry a firearm in public. This is causing both celebration and concern from people across our state. September 25th marks a new era for gun rights in Florida. Open carry is now legal, meaning eligible gun owners can now carry firearms in public view without needing to conceal them. This change follows a September 10th ruling from a state appeals court, which called Florida's open carry ban unconstitutional. Just days later, Attorney General James Uthmeier announced the state would not appeal, making the decision official. The ruling sparked immediate backlash from Florida Democrats and some student organizations.
What do we want?
Gun safety.
And when do we want it?
Now.
At Florida State University, protests broke out in response to the changes. Many students pointing to the deadly campus shooting back in April that killed 2 people.
Open carry has absolutely no place on campus.
In a statement, state Democrats criticized the move, saying, quote, "The impact of this decision will have negative long-term effects on our communities and further erode Floridians' trust in one another," end quote. But gun rights activists and firearm businesses are celebrating the change. Brian Anderson Needham is the owner of Weapon Brand and a member of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. He says the new laws triggered interest and questions.
Carrying on openly, you're no longer now stealth mode. You're no longer concealed. You could now also be a target. So I believe in the right to be able to do it. However, I also believe that there's going to be a lot more training, especially situationally awareness-wise, that you're going to have to obtain to be able to do that and do it effectively.
He says education is key, especially as Floridians adjust to this change. He explains the difference between concealed carry and open carry.
Anything covering it. So even if my shirt is covering that gun or even partially covering that gun, it's technically considered concealed.
Anderson Needham says even experienced gun owners should prioritize ongoing safety training. It's also important to note Florida still prohibits firearms in many locations, including school campuses, bars, and government buildings, just to name a few. And minors, convicted felons, and those with domestic violence injunctions are still banned from carrying. And violations to these restrictions could carry serious legal consequences. Dia?
Keely, explain what those consequences would look like if someone were to break this rule and carry a weapon somewhere where it's prohibited.
Well, if someone were to break those rules, then this would be considered a second-degree misdemeanor in Florida. But Tampa Bay 28 spoke to the Hillsborough County State Attorney about how that could escalate quickly.
That person will be asked to leave. If they don't leave, they're, of course, trespassing. But because they have a firearm, they've now gone from a misdemeanor trespass to an armed trespass, and that's a felony.
So while open carry is now legal in Florida, there are those restrictions in place. We have the full list of places where open carry is prohibited on our website. That's TampaBay28.com. Reporting live in Tampa, I'm Keely McCormick, Tampa Bay 28.